There is something that I have to do before we can start anything else today. And that is up here at the log cabin, place down these two fences. I am sorry for all the pain and strife I've caused you. I didn't realize I didn't finish that part. All of the other fences are in place, and the second I saw the comments, it bothered me tremendously. So I hope that is somewhat redeeming. But yeah, I apologize. Now we can actually get on with some work without feeling awful about ourselves. So today, I would like to make a little bit of a mine. I kind of already have one behind the house over there, just where the enchanting setup is. I've got a ladder that goes down just to a cave, nothing special. I'd like to set up something a bit more proper, an actual place that I can walk to and go mining. Now that I've got a nice fancy fortune pickaxe, which I don't currently have on me, I want to be able to use it some. But first things first, we need to do a little bit of resource gathering. So I thought we'd give our tree farm out a go over here, because I actually haven't used it at all yet. And we are going to podzol the heck out of this area, because we're going to grow some tall spruce trees, and I think, come on, it's going to leave a bit of a mark. If it wants to grow? Okay, you don't for some reason. Why don't you? That's strange. Do you? Why do you not want to grow? How very peculiar. Maybe it's to do with the fences over here. Maybe that's in the way. Let me break these two for now. Is that better? No. It's not. Why is that not working? Rain. Maybe rain will help. Because it wasn't raining? Let's try this one over here. There we go. Okay, how very weird. Are we working now? Yep, okay, it did grow the podzol. There we go. I'm guessing it was the weather. Sure. So, what kind of a mess is this podzol actually going to make? Oh, now you're doing it. This is a bit of a nuisance, I gotta say. I got a lot of bones, but not that many. Okay, it's just taken a bit. I don't think it's anything to do with the torches though, so let's get these back down. Because it is a little bit dark around here. But yes, we're going to need quite a lot of spruce and wood today. I want to make like a proper mineshaft going all the way down to some level. I don't know what's best anymore. Ever since they updated the terrain all those years ago, I haven't bothered to really make note of it. Oh, come on, trees, really? Okay, well, I guess just these are going to have to do for now. And I've also got some oak ones. Are these at least working? The single tree platforms? Yeah, they're fine. Okay. How very weird. Well, that's right, at least I can grow some, because I would like to test out my brand new diamond axe. Haven't actually really used this yet, other than chopping an odd bit of wood here and there, so it's going to be pretty satisfying, going from an iron axe to diamond with efficiency 4. Quite the upgrade. That was lovely. Took no time at all, and I've got all of that wood, which should be enough to get us started today at least. Just gonna go around and grab a couple more saplings. Yeah, we have been left with a bit of a podzol dent, but it's nothing too bad, I didn't think. And I knew it was gonna happen anyway, so I was kind of prepared for it. Besides, podzol looks a little bit nice. It doesn't look bad. It would look better if these two would grow. I'll try to sort that problem at some point, but right now, not really an issue. So I'm just going to head up to the lumberjack cabin over here and hope I put a crafting table inside. I think I did. I need to turn some of my spruce wood into variants. Well, if not, actually, I've got wood. I can make a crafting table. There we are. I thought I would have. Okay, so we're going to need quite a lot of trapdoors. We'll make some of them. In fact, this would probably be easier if I open that up. There we go. And we'll make some stairs as well. Some slabs. Don't need too many of each, so don't go overkill. And some fences. Already got some sticks. There we go. That should be a good start. The question now is where to build the mine. I was thinking if we take the waterfall down, it'll be a bit quicker. There's like a little hill here just beside an actual cave opening, which is where I go sometimes already. So I'm practiced walking over here. We've already got the pathway leading most of the way over as well. But right here, I think might be a nice spot. Then if we do make it look pretty, we'll be able to see it from the base, which is always a bonus. And we're right by the little pond. So I think here would be a good spot. I can't think of a better one. We're going to need some oak logs to begin with. Just trying to think, which bit do I want to build it into? I'm going to hope there's nothing behind here. I don't know. I guess I can always fill it in if there is. Let's just start excavating. Otherwise, I will be here all the live long day. These are the sort of decisions that I just take forever to make. How far back? Maybe we'll go back one more. And we'll probably have to shape the terrain a little bit afterwards, but that is alright. I would kind of like to set up a minecart track going down to whatever level we eventually end up at. I just think they're fun. It's more enjoyable than walking down. So if we make like a classic minecart entrance, nothing too fancy. We will do more than that, but it's kind of the basis for now. I like that. Okay, cool. Just shape a little bit of the terrain here. Nothing crazy, just kind of move it out the way slightly. Whenever I do this sort of terrain modification, I just try and make it look like normal Minecraft terrain. I've done it so much I've gotten pretty good at just emulating how the world already generates. I'm not one for fancy landscaping, so if I do anything like this, it always just looks like Minecraft, which is what I like to aim for, really. Okay, how's that look? Bit better. It's quite flat at the top. We'll maybe sort that out afterwards, but for now that is just fine. But let's grab some of our spruce variants and have a think how we want to make this look. Do we want the overhang to come all the way out to here, maybe? That's going to look a little bit weird if we do that. Do that instead. Just got to trust the process. Maybe that. How's that look? Take a step back. Okay, and then honestly, maybe just a stair either side. Okay, this tall grass is getting in the way. Let's get rid of some of that. Yeah, sure, why not? Can even put some fences down here. Maybe change those bottom ones out for a wall of some kind. Get it to look a little bit more solid. Wondering if maybe these would be better as slabs, honestly. It's almost a bit too steep of a drop off. No, I think stairs. Stairs are the way to go. Yeah, happy with that. And then up here we can just extend it back like that. And then it just comes to finishing shaping some of this about. Ah, look who's come to pay me a visit. Just in time, boys. How do you like the mine? Yeah, it's not much of anything at the moment. In fact, if you could stay exactly where you are, that would be ideal. Oh, I have angered them. Need to remind myself that I really do not have good armor, and a pillager patrol could actually kill me. So, I have to take precaution with these guys. Like putting them in a lake. Does the job very well. I will take those things though. What level is that? Just normal. I don't plan on using a bad omen bottle anytime soon, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't. So this is gonna look a lot better once all of this grass regrows, because there's a lot of dirt right now and always looks a bit odd, I find, when you do that. Like this up here. That just doesn't seem normal, does it? But that's a good start. Obviously we'll just dig our way back into the actual mine shaft. Wondering, maybe is that looking nicer? Is it a tiny bit lower, or even something like this? Oh yeah, like that. That's nice. There we go. Okay, we'll get a lantern there in the middle for sure. And at some point probably do some decorative things out here, though I don't really know what. But my inventory has become a mess very quickly, and I now need to dig a hole, so let me go just clean up the inventory real quick. And have a think of what we could put outside. What are some things you could put outside of a mine shaft? I guess the rail cart, if we do that, we can make like a little station, some storage barrels. I don't know what else. I don't really want to go above and beyond because it is only going to be a little mine shaft, and we like to try and keep things nice and simple in this world. I'm not going to make like a massive quarry or anything crazy like that. Just a few little details, but important question. How does it look? Nice. It's like another little detail that we've got to look at, or another thing we've got as a view. It will look better once we have some more stuff though, that is for sure. Oh, and if you're curious, the cat from last episode, I've plopped him under the table here. Hello. Still haven't given them a name. I will eventually, but not only is that a super cute place for the cat to stay, but also should protect me from getting blown up like right outside of my house, because fairly often... Oh, rain again? Really? I'll come out here of a morning time when it's gotten dark, and there will be creepers around, so at least that'll stop it from happening right outside my front door. Man, I am really gonna need a new storage building at some point. This thing just isn't cutting it anymore, unfortunately. We are in dire need of an upgrade. Okay, do we have room for everything? My apples can go away. Put that in there, and there we go. Now, I'm just debating. Gonna have to go look at my supplies. Oh, actually, hold that thought. Let's take one of these before I forget. Gonna look at my diamond supplies, because I've got quite a lot of digging to do now. Not sure how much digging, but it's definitely some. And maybe at least an axe or a pickaxe or a spade would be good. I've already got this, which I may as well use that, hadn't I? Why not? Yeah, we'll take this with us. I'll probably deplete this pickaxe at least. But should we enchant a shovel? Yeah, why not? I think we're slowly but surely starting to upgrade all of our gear. So it wouldn't hurt to get a shovel as well. I think for now let's just pop you back in there. Grab a couple of sticks and hope we get something good, because I've only got 2 shots at this. And if I get a rubbish enchantment, I'm just going to be stuck with it. But I suppose... Oh, we got to make the thing first. It'll be better than an iron shovel. It'll at least last longer. Alrighty. What are we going to get? I will just have a look at the books, just in case there's anything really good. Protection. Not really. Efficiency 4, that's probably the most important thing to have on a shovel, honestly. Ooh, just efficiency 4 though. Less so, really less so. Well, if we do it again, we'll get another efficiency book, so maybe let's pop that in the grindstone and give it another go. With some more lapis, please. And hopefully we get something else this time. Much better. I would have preferred Silk Touch, because Fortune 3 is really annoying on a shovel when you come across gravel, because it gives you flint every single time. But hey, I guess if I ever need a bunch of flint, I've got an easy way to get it now. But, oh, excuse me. Where did that come from? Oh, hello. How are you? Please leave. Alright, don't kill me. Stop it. Oh, that was close. Tell you what, before we take myself and this lantern over to that mineshaft, we should probably hit the hay, because, yeah, it is getting dark. Let's get rid of some of these torches, shall we? Put this lantern all the way over here, and I haven't even placed it down. There we go. Much better. Oh, that is pretty dark in there still. Okay, we might actually have to place some torches, just temporarily. Otherwise we can't see. So, I've had a bit of a thing, and the original plan was to just do a staircase down with a minecart going all the way down, but I feel like I always do that when I do a mineshaft, so I want to do something a little bit different this time. I'm going to keep it fairly standard as far as the looks is concerned, sort of similar to what we have on the outside here, this sort of log structure, but instead of a staircase, we're just going to have a big hole that we fall down. It's, 1, definitely going to be quicker, and 2, like I said, just something other than a staircase. I would still like to have a minecart. I just don't know how it's going to work just yet exactly. Because obviously if we want to get down to the mine, we just drop down. But then if I want to get back up, I'm going to need like a one-way minecart. I'm sure there's something we could do. We'll figure it out. We'll get there in the end, but got the rest of my supplies with me here. I'm just trying to think how I want to go about making this look a little bit nicer. I did bring some more lanterns, so maybe we have it like there, or I feel like it's a little bit too low down almost. You're gonna smack your head on the lantern. Okay, I'll tell you what, while we're just working in here, just temporarily, I'm gonna do that. I don't mind if some other mob gets in here, but a creeper, no thank you. Okay, that's not too bad. What if we get some slabs at the top? We could do something like this. And that, and then, oh, is that going to be on the surface? No, it's not. Okay, brilliant. Move the lantern up there. That's a bit nicer. Now, bonus of doing all this digging with my silk touch pickaxe. I don't have it on me because I dropped it back at the base, but got lots of stone now, so I can make other blocks that's not just cobble, which is a bonus. Okay, so then if we just do the same over here for these two sections. I'm probably not going to worry about doing too many nice things on this big drop down, because one, it's going to be really, really long, because I think from my brief bit of research, I basically need to go to the bottom of the world if I want to go to like diamond level. So doing like fancy walls all that way down is just going to be a bit of a waste of time and resources, honestly. Maybe a project we could tackle later, but right now, it's not really needed. We'll probably just leave the stone walls, honestly. So maybe we should have that for like the entire thing? Continuity, you know? So essentially, we would just dig out... Oh, and this is going to take ages. This is going to take ages. It probably would be good to... Maybe I'll grab my efficiency fortune pickaxe. It does have mending on, honestly. Maybe that should have been the first thing I got. But we're going to dig this hole down, and actually it's going to need to go like this, because we'll take the logs all the way down. I think keep that going. So the logs would continue going down, obviously just... What is our Y level? 92. What's the bottom of the world, like minus 60 or something like that? So like 150 more blocks. Oh boy, I got my work cut out. It's alright, I don't mind a bit of digging. I will definitely need that pickaxe upgrade though. So we'll keep this. Maybe I'll try and keep it all smooth stone, just to keep it nice looking. Don't mind doing that too much, but yeah, no chance of my making all these walls like spruce or anything like that. Just doesn't really seem necessary. Sure, if I had a beacon and a lot more resources, but no. Okay, I think we'll leave that as dirt. I feel like that makes sense, seeing as this is right by the entranceway. I feel like I don't see the base from a distance at the night time. I'm always over there sleeping. That's nice. I like it up there. But we're down here for now, so let's get back to work. And honestly, I don't know if we need anything else. Really, I think maybe we would have like a ledge. Oh, do we want to use more logs? Let's see how that looks actually. It's going to need a little bit of imagination. You're going to have to imagine that plummeting down to the earth. So I think we'll do something else different from logs. Maybe some of these spruce blocks. How about some stairs? Kind of sloping into the hole itself. And obviously at the bottom we'll have some kind of water drop. No brainer. Otherwise we'll just die, which wouldn't really be great. I feel like I need to dig another bit down just to kind of imagine what this is going to look like. Let's go 2 blocks and we can get a fairly good idea. Okay, even more. Yeah, it's a 5x5 area. I've got to take all the way down to bedrock. My goodness. I was wondering if maybe I should do like stop-off points, because obviously all the ores generate at different levels, so there's benefits to mining at different points in the world, but I don't really know how I would do that. I guess I could make like small offshoots, maybe. Like have a little doorway here if I want to go to iron level, and it's just like a simple bubble column maybe and water drop, and then here would be like gold level. Not that I know what they are, but that would be a good idea maybe, unless they're best level like up, because I think some ores generate really high up in the mountains, which obviously that doesn't really work in this case. But yeah, maybe that'd be a good idea. I don't know. You still get all the ores down it. the bottom of the world other than coal, so probably will be okay. Do we want to do something like that or something like that? I think maybe just all trapdoors. Okay, now I need to just get out real quick, have a bit of a look. Yeah, I like that, and then simply we will just take that all the way down to the bottom. Oh boy, okay. Now, is there anything I want to do up here? Wondering if maybe we could possibly do something in these sections. What about like that? I don't really have enough blocks to do that for all of them. That might look good actually down in the mines, because then we could have like the mineshaft going off this way. But up here, I don't really know if it makes sense, but it does look good. It does look really nice. And then we could actually make it work for over here too, because if we just turn these to the side, and okay, I can make a crafting table over here. Probably gonna keep needing one. Make some more trapdoors. Or we'll just turn all of them. Go through these so quickly. One day they'll add a woodcutter to Minecraft and oh, it will be lovely. It will be very nice. So if we just do the same over here, how does this look? Yeah, that looks nice. Maybe doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, it is going to cover up. It's only going to cover up these logs actually, so that should be okay. Let's do it on this other section and we'll just see. It's only a few sections up here, so it's not like a massive investment of resources. It's not going to be like crazy expensive. Yeah, okay, I think that's nice. Let's do that on all of these quickly. Do I have... Oops. Tell you what, I'm going to keep doing that for a second, aren't I? I can already tell. Oh, I'm a little bit short. Right, I should be able to... Oh, just about. Just about. Well, hopefully I have enough of everything else. Oh, it's morning. You know what? That might be one of the only night times that I've played the entire way through of. Usually I go to bed straight away. Unless I'm down in a mine, then I probably have been there. Okay, trapdoors at the bottom. It is maybe a little bit much. Like I need something to put here, potentially. But let's just get all of these done first of all. Okay, and then just the stairs, right? Is that all of them? Or is there one more? One more, just over here. Oh. So I put the blocks there. I knew it was going to happen. Let's just turn these round. And I'm doing that so you get a bit of a like neater corner here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's nice. Do we want to do anything like this? Is all I'm possibly thinking. Yeah, I think that's almost like a bit smoother. Stairs would probably be a little bit too much. Yeah, stairs are too much. But that way it's not as sort of like harsh of a cutoff, and we can actually do the same right there. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's looking nice. It's nice and bright in here as well. All clean with the stone, other than the dirty entrance, but that's intended. And let's actually have a quick look from out here, because this is kind of the most important view. Yeah, we are definitely missing stuff at the surface. That's fine, we can sort all of that later on. Right now, I need to get digging. Nearly 1 hour of digging later, and we are here at what I really hope is diamond level, and I haven't just done all of this for nothing. I did get a ton of resources though, so not too bad really. I have just realized that I'm stuck, and that is a long way to the top. I could potentially use the water bucket and sort of do the wall trick where you climb up the side. I don't have anything else on me, so it's gonna have to be that, I think. That's okay, it's either that or I pillar my way back up, but then I gotta re-break all those blocks. So I got a few diamonds on the way down, but I would obviously like to get a few more, so it actually depends on where the minecart that we build is going to come out of here, because I would still like the ability to use a minecart to get down, but I don't know where it's going to end up, so I don't really want to build any tunnels just yet. So yeah, I need to get back up to the top and sort of gather myself a little bit. Now, is this going to work? Yes, it's just going to take me a minute or two. Or maybe 10, I'm not sure. Okay, how do I do this last bit? I need to break this block here and that one as well. Oh, we're the wrong side. Tell you what, if I just do that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Safety. And it's daytime. Perfect. Okay. Right. Mineshaft will return to you in a second. But I need to go gather some. Actually, you know what? We don't need supplies just yet. I think what I want to do is start planning where this minecart track's going to go, because that is kind of important. So I guess it could just go like right in the middle here. My plan is to kind of wind it down this staircase here, sort of going around this square shape. So if we maybe start it, I guess like over here, and we'll just dig sort of partially down. Is that going to be enough room for me to like run round? Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go to this point right here. And then this is where we kind of start the spiral. In theory, I am going to need to go chop a load of oak wood. But that's alright. That's not going to place properly. I'll do that in a bit. So, rails are a little bit funny. I think I got to go like this. And then when we get to a corner, we're going to have 3 like that. Otherwise, the rail isn't going to work. So we're going to be spinning around a lot. But if I can just kind of get the general symmetry in place, then I'll know what I'm doing, and I can dig even more blocks, which is always fun. I say that sarcastically. I actually really quite like digging in this game. It's one of my favourite things. I will have to get some more stone, because I tried to smooth everything out so it was all stone the whole way down, and or deep slate when we get there. But I've ran out. So, tell you what, that I think is going to work. Let's just do one more section. And then we'll head back to the base, chop some more trees, get some blocks, clean out the inventory, and we'll be good to go again. Okay, so that lines us back up in the middle. Yeah, alright, that works. So we'll just kind of have this shape all the way down, which maybe is going to look a little bit strange. I'm not sure. In all fairness, we're going to be flying past here when we fall down to the bottom of the mineshaft, so it's not really a big deal. if it looks a little bit rubbish. But hopefully it won't. If we got a minecart there, we should be all good. I have just thought, I don't know if I'm going to have the gold reserves to make that many powered rails, because that is a long way down. It's like, what was it, 150, 160 blocks? It's quite a ways, so might have to go mining in order to build this mineshaft. Yeah, I guess that's what it's going to be there for. We are gonna need a few supplies. Got plenty of wood, still got that spruce stair, some rails, some levers. We're gonna need another water bucket to make an infinite source down at bedrock level. But I think that should be fine for now. I've had to expand over to my final chest. It's the last one I had free. All of my barrels are full up of stuff. So yeah, I think maybe next episode or sometime soon in the future, that needs an upgrade. We'll still maybe keep it around, just for historic sake of the world, I guess. But yeah, bigger is definitely required at some point. Or even we could just do underground storage. That's sometimes the simplest method, I'd say. But let's continue back over at the mineshaft and finish making our giant hole. Didn't get a minecart. That's okay, I'm probably going to need more rails than what I have. I just didn't want to craft too many because this is already like a stack of my gold and I've only got a stack and a little bit left. But I didn't really want to use it if I didn't have to. Okay, I'm wondering... I'll be fine. If I fall down, my items aren't going to go anywhere. They're just going to stay put, I guess. So let's see how we're going to make this work. Definitely going to need some sort of lighting. And I'm thinking maybe I just chuck it behind the logs. Might look a little bit cleaner that way from the inside. I did bring my silk touch pickaxe, so I'll grab some stone as I go down and replace some of the blocks in the walls here. Yes. Okay, I might be able to jump up and do this, reach level. We'll see. Might actually end up being easier just to go upwards. Why is this higher up? What have I done different? I don't know, actually. Oh, I guess that? Yeah, okay, that works a little bit better. Then you're not going to have torches just in your face, which would be preferable. Yeah, okay, that's good. That is good, but that is too high. That's alright. It'll just give us an idea of how the rails are going to work, which I didn't want to go ahead and dig all of this out just in case the rail system isn't going to work this way. But if we just do all regular rails for now, and we'll take that off somewhere out here at some stage. Like that. Okay, that works. Good. That shouldn't be a problem. Neither should down here, and we'll go all the way down to this level. No, we're all good. Okay, that works, so we can keep that pattern going all the way down. We will just have to turn a lot of this into powered rails. I'm wondering if we just do one in the middle, is that going to be too little? I feel like we're going to need more than that. Let's do 3. That should be plenty. In fact, I'll maybe stick with 3 for now, and then if I end up running out, we'll switch over. And we'll start using 1 and see if that's going to work. And then to hide the lever, we should just be able to do that. Yep, nice. Place that back down, and yeah, that should work pretty well. Keep it nice and symmetrical all the way down and up here. we'll worry about that later. I think my plan is to make is it an activator rail? The one that chucks you out the minecart? If I just have an activator rail like somewhere up here on the surface and then aim it into like a powered rail block and it'll just bounce back down. So to get down to the mineshaft, we'll use the drop, but to get back up, we can just hop in the minecart, it'll push us out, and then as I'm walking back to the base or wherever, it'll go back down and wait for me down there. I think that works, unless I'm overthinking or missing anything. That should be no problem. Now this is a bit sketchy. Can I do that? There we go. Okay, cool. Right, I think the next thing is going to be to dig out the rest of these blocks, smooth out the ones that are in the wall here, just by replacing them like so. Or, well, mostly all of them. I'll come back for that, don't worry. And place all these logs and hope this is enough. But if not, we can just go and chop more trees. Not a big deal. I can't quite believe it. I've done it again. I'm sorry. I won't leave you hanging for multiple weeks this time. But I think that is all of them done now. I haven't missed any other spruce blocks. We all good? Okay, awesome. Alright, so I've gone ahead and finished the rail, and our fall down is looking pretty epic. I gotta say. I had plenty of powered rails left over, so my gold supplies aren't absolutely gone, which is nice. But let's give this a test and kind of see how it's going to work. Oh, actually, not yet. I'm not quite done. We need to place that one there. I'm going to make this look a little bit nicer in a second, but just for now, we'll do... Oh, that needs to be a lever. Okay, we'll imagine that's a lever. Oh, and that's also not powered. Okay, we need a couple more levers, but that's alright. We can go grab them in a sec. So, simply, we just fall down here, all the way to the bottom, and the rail to go back up is over this side. So obviously this way, this way, this way. Oh, maybe not that way. Maybe just these two ways are going to be mine shafts. It would be good if I could go this way as well, but it doesn't really work. Maybe I only need one direction to be the mine shaft, honestly. Not a big deal at the moment. Yeah, we'll come back to that later. For right now, I just kind of want to test the rail, see if it's working. So we hop in here, and there should be plenty... Ooh, the start's a bit of a tricky one. Oh, this is a bit all over the place. I'm sorry, you might get a bit dizzy. I'll do my best to go with the flow of the minecarts, but this is a lot faster than what I thought. We definitely could have just got away with using a single rail. Oh my goodness, okay. We're nearly there, I think. Well, at least it's not going to take long to get back up to the surface. And I know I could have just made a bubble column and... Oh, okay. That was close. But actually, I kind of like that. It just grabs you. Unless I fall all the way back down. I feel like there's something in Minecraft where you... Like, depending on how much is in your inventory, depends on how much you weigh in a minecart, or am I completely making that up? So maybe just to be on the safe side, we'll do that. So we definitely get caught every time. But yeah, I know I could have built a bubble column, and it would have been quicker, and probably easier, and not as resource intensive, but come on, that's cool, isn't it? Who doesn't love a good minecart? Okay, and then let's just imagine we get pushed all the way through here. I think this is how activator rails work. Though I rarely use them, so I don't know. Okay, cool. It is. Obviously that ending will be a little bit quicker, hopefully. But what we need to do now is kind of make this look a bit more proper. So we can have like our stopper here. which is going to be powered. So that'll just send the cart straight back once we get some levers. But I thought over here we'd have like a little drop-off station. So where we actually get ejected from the rail, or from the cart, we could stick our activator rail there on that fancy block. And then some polished tuff either side on the other two rails. Get the detector. Oh, that's the wrong way around. Detector there, regular rail there. Then we can just do that with some stuff stairs. Tough stairs. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. That looks a bit better than just having it on the grass. For sure. Something I do want to do is just transition this a little bit nicer from stone to grass. I get that rail back. There we go. Then maybe one more over here. Could maybe do with turning some of this into dirt, actually. Possibly, let's go back and grab some coarse dirt as well. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So what do we need? We need 2 levers, some coarse dirt, and I think that was everything, wasn't it? Yeah, because there was nothing else at the bottom. Nice. Okay, this is looking better already. I think something I am also going to need to do is bring a pathway on over here. Just for looks, really. I obviously can just cut straight across, but I keep doing this at the moment. Whenever I want to go this general direction, I don't actually use my pathway. I just make a desire path from here to there. So I guess maybe we can start forming that at some point. But for right now, we need to get back to bed and gather, once again, some more supplies. I'm just trying to scour my storage room here for anything that I could use as decoration, though I'm struggling. That's what I've got at the moment, but I really don't have that much stuff, honestly. So it might not be the most decorated Minecraft entrance or Mineshaft entrance in the world. Maybe take some rails. I could possibly place some more of them to decorate somehow. We got the levers, we got the coarse dirt. That's the main thing. But I thought while I'm down there, may as well make it look a little bit nicer. We could take the ominous banners, possibly do something with them. Not sure. Let's have a look. And I tell you what. On the way over, let's go back and just grab my old shovel. We got a couple of old shovels, actually. Take them. Oh, that's a golden chest plate. No, thank you. And maybe start plotting a pathway. Let me think. Where do I go? I sort of come to here and then I kind of stray off at this point and just cut straight across. So I'm not going to worry about making it wide enough at the moment. We're just going to plot the course all the way over. Oh, yeah. Didn't expect that to last very long. Gotta say, it has been nice having slightly better tools. I was tempted not to rush into getting diamond tools too much at the moment. Because, you know, it's the early game. I like enjoying the early game. But it kind of got to a point where I was doing big enough projects at the moment that tools are actually kind of helpful to have. Good ones, at least. So I'm glad I've done it. I'm not going to rush and do my armor or anything like that. That's less important, honestly. And it's a lot more diamonds and enchanting and stuff like that. But for now, some tools are not going to go amiss. Okay, we'll just stop right there for now. Get the good tool back. Okay, first things first, let's get our levers. And do we want this on show? Yeah, sure. I sometimes would hide this, but I feel like that actually kind of works. I like to be able to see it functioning. And then if we just get under here and place down a lever that. There we go, that powers all of those. These are all powered, we should be good. Probably we'll give it another test just to make sure everything is in working order. But for right now, let's see if we can mix in a little bit of this coarse dirt, including what's under the rail. I only had 6 and I've got no gravel. And even if I did, my shovel would just turn into flint. Well, no, it wouldn't actually, unless I chose to do that, but you know what I mean. So I couldn't craft anymore, unfortunately. But that's right, 6 should be plenty. Let's do one more over here. There we go. Tell you what we could do, actually. That, I think, could become a regular dirt block, and then if we make that coarse dirt, that should stay as normal dirt. Another block to add to the transition. Yeah, that's looking better. I like that. Okay, what else did we bring? Let's see here. I got some silk-touched ores, which I thought could make nice little ore stacks somewhere. Maybe like over here. Nothing crazy, just sort of like a couple stacked up like that. No, they need to be closer together. Okay, switch to the silk touch. How about something like that? Is that better? We'll make it too wide over there. Now that's too too well shaped. Ah, sure, that's fine. Is it though? That's bugging me a little bit, and I don't know why. There we go. That's better. And we could do like a copper stack, maybe just down here. Clear some of the grass. Sure. And I don't really like some blocks like touching terrain. I don't know if any of you are like that, but try to have everything sort of with a block gap in between. Just looks a little bit nicer to me. Okay, sure, there we go. Okay, yeah, couple of ore stacks. This is still bugging me. Maybe if we do that like that high? Yeah, sure, why not? Got some oak stuff to make some tables, but first things first, time to go to bed. Much better. Continue our work. Something I definitely do want actually is a couple of like storage stacks. Just think these look good no matter what kind of build you're doing. We do that maybe. Chest there. Chest there. Yep, there we go. Solid. Maybe another one over here. Just beside the cart where it like chucks you off. Yep, nice. Just really trying to dot stuff around to make it look more like a mineshaft than just like a decorative hole. Like this could be a house if you just had this. Like an underground house, you know? The rail definitely helps a lot in making it look like that. Oh, we were going to turn these into walls, weren't we? That's okay, I'll run back and grab some tuff in a bit maybe. Do we like the look of that? No. Maybe different banners would look nice. But those, they're just the pillager banners, aren't they? Hard to look like anything else. Okay, I did have a couple of like stairs for tables. If we make a little round one right here. And do I have anything to put on it other than a lantern? That's all I've got. We could maybe go back and grab like another decorative thing to put there, like a plant pot or something like that. An empty one, albeit. I feel like we need one more thing like over here. Could do another table. It's just this terrain is a little bit in the way still, and this is what I've already shaped, so I'm gonna have to annoyingly replace all of this stone again. But I tell you what, we'll do that once we've actually got the table in position. Just something simple like that. Yeah, sure, and then we'll go back and grab something else to put on top of that one. There we go. If we just get all these replaced out, and then that hopefully is looking a little bit better. We'll leave that as stone, or no, the rest of it's dirt, so we'll switch this out too. And these couple of blocks here. There we go. Okay, awesome. One more here. Here we go. Let's take a step back. A little bit of a higher one. Yeah, okay, that's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. I'd honestly say that's like the perfect amount of stuff. We don't really need to go too overboard. Otherwise, it's just going to look a little bit unnecessarily busy, I would say. But yeah, a couple of decorative items on these tables and we should be good. The only other thing I was thinking of doing is I was planning on making the sort of separate mine shafts, like unofficial ones. Probably not going to look as nice and as proper as this because it's a lot of resources. But like, I'd like a mine shaft where if I want to go get coal I can go to, or iron I can go to. So maybe just like these two we could turn into that somehow. Not too sure at the moment. Can I place a sign anywhere? I kind of wanted a hanging sign, but all these blocks are occupied. What if I just did like that? Can you walk through it? You can walk through it. Okay, that could work. Do I like that, or is that just a little bit silly? I could like get rid of this block and have it all the way up here. I'll tell you what might look better. Going across like that. I'm not sure. I'll maybe return to this at a later point and tweak it a little bit, and obviously build all of the mine shafts and stuff. But, ooh, steady. For now, I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, well, one thing I do quickly want to do, and don't worry, I won't dizzy you up again. I'll just dizzy myself. But I would quite like to just do another test of the minecart now that everything is in, hopefully, functioning order. Okay, awesome. Working as intended. The pathway has been widened, so we now have a nice cut through going all the way over to the base, to the mineshaft, which is good. We do just need to place our fences along like we do, just to light it all up nice and bright. We do one on one side, then one on the other side, all the way down. Not super close together, but space out enough so it is gonna light it up around here. Got our first proper crossroads, that's nice. Okay, I've also got some other supplies of little details I think we could possibly put in here. So hopefully we can get these tables looking a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Awesome. So, what have I brought? I brought a crafting table that I thought could just go there, because it might actually be quite helpful to have one over here. I've got some item frames. So one can have like a pickaxe in, and I've also got a treasure map. I don't know how that's gonna look. Maybe doesn't make perfect sense outside of a mine shaft, but then maybe that X is like a hotspot for ores or something. I'm not sure. It can go there anyway. It looks pretty nice. Brought another lantern. I guess we could just chuck that up there too. Empty flower pot for like a cup. That's kind of what I always imagine they're meant to be. And a lever, which looks like it could be a tool of some kind. There we go. I think we do just need to sort of transition that pathway off a little bit. just so it's not quite as sudden of a stop. Something like that. Sure. That's good. Okay, what else have I got? I think that's actually everything. Yeah, so I'd say this area is complete for the most part, at least as far as the outside is concerned. Like I was saying, we don't need anything super massive and impressive, just a nice little mineshaft entrance. I like it. I have thought what I'm going to do with these things. I'm just going to have them here, and it kind of looks like you could lift this up and kind of, you know, push it up to the ceiling and pass under it. So in my head that makes sense. Now one of these is going to go to a coal mine, which ideally it's best to do that at minus, I think 95, or not minus 95, plus 95, which is basically what I'm stood on. But if I dig far enough, I'm just going to hit the surface. So we're going to go down to, I think, minus 80. It's still within coal territory. We're up here in stone, which is important, as you can see. So that should be fine. And then over here, I don't know what to call this one. We're going to go to minus 4, which is kind of where it starts transitioning from deep slate to stone. But if I maybe just write deep stone, I'll know what that means. You can find like lapis and gold all around that area, so I might come up with a better name because that seems weird, but we'll leave it for now. So we got coal, which is important. I need a separate mine for that for sure, and then any other ores that are sort of found around the middle of the world, we'll do that. I'll worry about them later. Probably just do some ladders going down to the respective Y levels, because I don't need anything super fancy. And these I'll leave as they are, and I won't do anything in these because that is a bit of a precarious jump across and I would probably fall. So yeah, I would say we are all good up here. I have just thought we are going to go down to the mineshaft, and I want to test out my pickaxe properly, because to me there is nothing more satisfying in this game than using like a full-blown Fortune 3 mending pickaxe just in the early game, strip mining away, because as you mine stone, obviously your durability depletes, but then you get some ores and it regenerates because you got the mending. You can just do it all day long. It's what I used to remember being like one of my favorite parts of starting a new world. Not that I really do it that much anymore, but I always used to love getting to this stage where you sort of start getting underway a little bit, but you're still very much so in the early game where ores and going mining is still important. But you got some good tools, so I'm excited to do that. I probably won't bring you with me because you don't need to see me strip mine for hours on end, but I want to do it regardless. I think maybe we're going to need some other blocks, because we could probably make the mine shaft down the bottom look nicer. So we'll maybe sort of go with a similar sort of style as what we have on the outside, not that you can see it. So just with some more like spruce blocks. Take a crafting table, stairs, slabs, trapdoors, and shelves. I think that's everything I had. And maybe we'll just take some chests and barrels for storage down there. And hopefully, oh, lanterns, lanterns, lanterns. Let's grab them too. Do I have many? That should be fine. Fingers crossed. Shouldn't need any more than that. If need be, I can come back. But let's go along our glowing pathway and see if we can make the mineshaft down at the bottom of the world look a little bit nicer. And actually exist, because right now it doesn't. It's just a big old water drop. I very nearly forgot to change out these two fences. There we go. And I think that is all I actually needed to do. I have done a little bit more mining than what you just saw. I've gone ahead and finished these two little mine shafts. I'll take you to this one because the deep stone is way down there. But they're both completely the same, so you'll be able to see what the other one looks like in your head. Just imagine a little bit more deep slate mixed in. So super simple. I probably won't really come to this one very often, so I didn't need to do too much. But our main mineshaft is all done, so for the 20th time today, let's drop down. Still not sick of this yet. It is pretty satisfying, I gotta say. I just want to put a lantern there. But yeah, that's it. Pretty much the same as what we got up on the surface, which I think is pretty nice. Got clean, deep slate all the way through, no other blocks poking out, and also room for expansion if needed. Though very unlikely, because we got a lot of mine shafts ready to be dug out. I did also just make a little storage stack over here that I can put some deep slate in and stuff, but I was thinking it might be cool to set up like another minecart track with a chest that could link up to like some storage at the top, and then, you know, I'll go down this mine shaft, get all my supplies, put them in the chest, send it up to the top, it can empty out and come back down. Save me making the trip if I need to like empty out my inventory. But realistically, I'm probably not going to go mining that often that I'll need to do that, and for that extended period of time. But now we got this fully built, I got my stuff ready to go, my fortune pickaxe, my mending pickaxe, I'm going to go mining and probably thoroughly enjoy myself. Get torches on the offhand, ready to go. And that is as far as I'm going to be able to go. I've just reached a full inventory, and as you can see, it has been pretty successful. Definitely on the diamond front, not so much with the rest. The coal I brought with me, of course. But that's why I've got the separate mine shaft, so if I want to get some other resources that isn't diamonds, I can go a little bit further up in the world. And besides, I have only been digging for 20 minutes or so. Probably do a little bit more once I finish this episode here. But for right now, I need to take a trip back home and drop off all of the supplies, which, yeah, mostly deep slate. Or actually, in fairness, I could probably just put it at the bottom of the mine shaft in those barrels. But then I'm going to have to do several trips back, and I don't have shulker boxes yet, so that would take a little bit of time. I'm going to be completely honest with you here, I thought this would take nowhere near as long to run all the way back. I thought, oh, I'll start recording at the end of the tunnel and we'll be back in about 30 seconds, but no. I think I overestimated just how far this actually is. But we're going to keep going because I feel like I'm almost there now, and you can see how much mining I've done, and take a look at my pickaxe. Nearly full durability. That is what I love about doing this strip mining method with the fortune. I passed by a skulk cave. That scared me. Hopefully a warden didn't spawn down here, but that's the benefit of mining with the fortune and the mending, because you can just go all day long. And honestly, if I had more time, I probably would. And like I said, I may actually pop down here after I'm done recording for the day, because it just makes me feel nostalgic for this game. I love mining. I wish there was more need to do it in the late game, but in this world we're still very much so in the early game, so we might as well, right? But let's actually take most of this deep slate. And no, second thoughts, I forgot how full up my chests were. Let's not do that. Otherwise I'm not going to have anywhere to put it. But for one last time, let's take the minecart all the way back up to the top and get super dizzy and spin all the way around. But this has been a really fun project to work on and has resulted in a build that I can use to do one of the most fun things in this game, which is to mine. So I'm pretty happy with having this set up rather than just a little hole in the ground. I think it looks and feels a lot nicer having something proper like this. But we're nearly at the top now, and hopefully it's daytime. It is fantastic. And down the minecart goes again, just gets caught there by the powered rail. It's kind of perfect. And it goes all the way back down and waits for me at the bottom. I think that's actually the perfect setup. I do just have to go careful if I ever get the minecart up during nighttime, because obviously it just drops me off. So I've got to make sure I'm actually paying attention, otherwise there might be some mobs around. And I don't really want to blow up my lovely creation that we've made today. But I'm going to walk back home, drop off some of my stuff, and most likely head back down to do some more.